Cleveland, Athens. Download the free Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. The Biden administration's fast-tracking border wall construction in South Texas, about 17 miles worth, waiving federal laws to bypass environmental reviews.
DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas saying, quote, there's presently an acute and immediate need to construct physical barriers and roads in the vicinity of the border of the United States in order to prevent unlawful entries into the country.
Fox's Brooks Singman. Customs and Border Protection reports a record number of border crossings last month, more than 260,000. Congress approved funding for the wall in 2019. The Powerball lottery jackpot keeps growing. No big winner last night.
The grand prize is worth an estimated $1.4 billion. That's if you take the 30-year annuity. But most lottery winners opt for the cash payout, which will be nearly $644 million.
Fox's Carmen Roberts. The next drawing is on Saturday. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
At Southern Heritage Bank, we provide...
There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology. Mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome in. It is a very busy Thursday morning, the 5th day of October, Mix 1041. We're on Talk 1013 The Buzz and MixTV.tv. But right here at the very top, Bridget, we're going to go over to you for a Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol update.
Okay, Don Ledford. Your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Northley Highway here in Cleveland, and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are working an accident on Georgetown Road at Paul Hub Parkway, right there at that intersection. And they tell us the westbound lane is currently closed due to this wreck. So that's going to affect Cleveland Middle School traffic. That is right close to the Cleveland Middle School school zone. So be aware of that this morning and expect delays in that area. Again, the accident is Georgetown Road at Paul Hub Parkway. It has the westbound lane closed as of right now. We'll be sure to keep you up to date. As always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwa Darren text line. Darren Miller, eXp Realty.
All right. So we'll keep you updated, and if you have updates, as Bridget said, you can get in touch with us by phone or text at 423-614-6499. In the news this morning, a plane with 3 people on board crash landed at the Chattanooga Metropolitan Airport last night. This happened overnight. The Chattanooga Fire Department told our news partners at Local 3 that the call came in just after 11 o'clock last night. A FedEx 757 on its final approach with landing gear failure. The plane crash landed, skidded off the end of the runway in Chattanooga. Everyone on board was safe. However, again, this FedEx 757 crash landed again last night at about 11 o'clock at the Chattanooga airport, and there will be more details on this story. Cleveland Utilities is receiving almost $6 million in loans for water infrastructure improvements and expansion. As a Cleveland Utilities loans among 4 approved by the Tallahassee Local Development Authority, which totaled statewide $16.5 million. These are the announcement made by Governor Bill Lee and the commissioner over the state agency that oversees the loan program. And again, Cleveland Utilities receiving about $6 million of the $16.5 overall million dollars that was available. Now, also, John Sparkman is the Cleveland Utilities engineering manager for the Water and Wastewater Division, said the two loans will help support ongoing improvement projects, and they'll also move move along the long-term projects. And that in late yesterday from Governor Bill Lee. Cleveland Daily Banner reported that Terry L. Wade disappeared after leaving her home, as they say, voluntarily Monday, September 25th. She was found safe 1 week later. Now she's in jail on a charge that predates her disappearance. Wade, age 36, is the mother of 10 children. Was reported missing the Cleveland Police Department September 27th. Then that was transferred to the Bradley County Sheriff's Office, and they launched a search to find her. She was found safe on October 2nd. Paul Allon, the public information officer at the Sheriff's Office, told the Cleveland Daily Banner that Wade left her home voluntarily, did not realize her family had reported her missing. However, the Bradley County Sheriff's Office investigators learned that Wade was allegedly involved in a shoplifting incident on September 5th, so they took her to jail. Now, Paul Allen stressed Wade made the decision to vanish. Authorities have declined to provide additional details on this. Tennessee Wesleyan University's fall 2023 enrollment saw gains over the previous fall semester, and this, according to university data, largest in graduate enrollment, as Tennessee Wesleyan University President Dr. Tyler Forrest said the increase in enrollment largely due to the almost 70% increase in graduate program enrollment. Diversifying our course offerings has been a priority for many years, end quote. And if you're going to be going down, Bridget, I may give you this one for for future reporting, but I-75 near the split, 75-24, you don't have to write it down. What you can do is just make a copy of it.
Got it.
I need the other part of it. Do we have a copy machine in the building?
We do, thankfully.
Yeah, we call it Austin. Anyway, he's like AI, but before it became good. Okay, you go to the split today 9:30 to 1:30. Department of Transportation is assisting the Division of Forestry with a prescribed burn by closing. Oh, this is good. They're going to close the two outside lanes. Could they not have done this somewhere else? On I-75 North between exit 1 and the 2475 split. I don't know. I don't know. I don't do traffic. What do I know? All right, so that's the news. And I tell you what, Bridget, let's go right back over to you here. Speaking of traffic, let's get an update on the situation out near Cleveland Middle again here at now 12 after 7.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland, your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are working an accident Georgetown Road at Paul Huff Parkway, right there at that intersection, and they do tell us it's affecting the westbound lane at this time, so the westbound lane is closed as of right now, so that is going to affect the Cleveland Middle School zone and traffic there, so be aware of that and expect delays in that area. Again, the accident is Georgetown Road at Paul Huff Parkway. We'll be sure to keep you up to date on that. As always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Waste Connections introduces efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
It's an incredibly busy morning here. Coming up, I guess it's Federal Government Thursday. We're going to be joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. Around 7:30 this morning, he's going to be talking about the situation in Washington. The House of Representatives where there is no Speaker of the House for the first time in American history. We'll talk with our Congressman from District 3, Chuck Fleischmann. Then United States Senator Bill Hagerty at 8 o'clock this morning. But especially if you're in that Cleveland Middle School traffic this morning, you may refer to it as Dread Hollow. Yes. We are giving away a pair of passes to Ruby Falls Dread Hollow, Bridget. We're going to do this until 9 a.m. We'll be taking qualifiers.
That's exactly right. So text us or call us this morning, 614-6499. If you'd like to win those 2 passes to Dread Hollow, Camp Dread, there at Ruby Falls. You can call or text us again, 614-6499.
All right. It's time now for a Hardee's Wake Up. Get a great breakfast at Hardee's. This morning, there's one near you at 7.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Our slogan is better mattress, better price. And at Mermaid, we really do believe that because we use the highest quality of foams, the highest quality of intercoils that go into the mattresses, and we have the highest quality people working for us. We have a number of employees that have been with us for up to 30 years, and we're very proud of that fact.
Transform your window project with Cleveland Exteriors. High-quality Viwintech windows built to last a lifetime. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional windows. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Mix 1041 is celebrating 30 years of being on air. We are celebrating by giving away 30 prizes over 30 weeks. Presented by TVFCU Mortgage. Register today at mymix1041.com.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Breathe. There is a place where strength, play, community, and belonging meet, where all are welcome, with membership solutions for everyone, regardless of ability to pay. Join the Y now through September 30th and pay no joining fee. The Y, the place for all.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Good Lord.
Your current Simply Bank temperature is 59 degrees.
All right, 17 after the hour.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Keith Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within a 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Today's hits and yesterday's favorites. All your favorite music.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
Right here at home, the second phase of improving the I-24-75 interchange begins this week.
Grayson Gordon has our story. And Grayson, what do people need to know about this?
Davidson, ATDOT crews are shifting traffic to allow construction to happen on the new Southmore Road and McBrien Road bridges. Drivers need to remember to be alert and slow down.
Drivers can expect these changes to impact their commute very soon.
There will be lane closings overnight from 9 until 6 on Interstate 24. This is between Germantown and Spring Creek roads.
There will always be 3 lanes of traffic out there. We're not closing any lanes. We're just narrowing them and shifting them so that the contractor has a little more room to start that bridge construction.
The current lanes will be narrowed by a foot to allow crews to put up retaining walls and other necessary features for replacing the bridges.
They are going to be narrower than what they're used to traveling through this area, so they really need to remain alert, reduce their speed, and pay attention.
TDOT reminds drivers to pay attention while driving through the area.
So we just really want to encourage and remind drivers to reduce their speed when they're traveling through this area. Follow the posted signage, remain alert to changing traffic conditions.
This shift also allows workers to start working on the additional I-24 lanes. Traffic will continue flowing like this for about a year after the shift lane work is done. The nightly lane closings are expected to last until the end of the week, but weather could impact that deadline. Back to you, David.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
Hey listeners, there's a new buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of We the People. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and I'm here to tell you the car business is back. Cleveland Ford's inventory is back with over 100 new Fords in stock. Discounts are back, so prices are down, interest rates are down, and rebates are up. In addition to all that, Cleveland Ford has up to $2,000 in trade assistance cash available that you can use as a down payment or to pay off your trade. So hurry into Cleveland Ford today, because with all they've got going on, now is the time to buy.
Continue to update you on that big bad traffic situation. We're calling it Dread Hollow out at the Cleveland Middle School, Paul Huff and Georgetown Road. And if you've not made it there yet and you're heading out to Cleveland Middle, then or anywhere down that area, try to find another way. Bridget, let's get our celebration check.
Happy birthday to Carolyn Ledford, who is 69 today. That is from her daughter. Gavin Hogue is 12 years old today. That is from mom and dad. Sandy Harrison is having a birthday today. The birthday wish says she believes this year is a speed limit birthday. So, I mean, that could be any age, right? That's right. 35, 45? Yeah, 5. 10. And then Jessica Beard is having a birthday today. Teacher at Candies Creek Cherokee Elementary. Happy birthday, Jessica.
And who sent that one in? I can't remember.
That's from her husband, Blake Beard.
So yesterday is his father-in-law's birthday. Today it's his wife. Mm-hmm. Do we believe any of it? I don't know.
Yes.
Anytime Blake speaks, if his mouth moves, you figure he's lying. So Blake down at Duck Donuts, which now Jessica Beard is up for a Townhouse Bake Shop birthday cake. Let's see who gives more to the community. Thank you. Blake, thanks again. Bridget's hurrying on here. She's getting there.
Calling your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line, Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank Celebration List. At Simmons Bank, they have been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
All right, let's get another check of the streets right here.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are working an accident at the intersection of Georgetown Road and Paul Huff Parkway. The westbound lane is closed at this time due to this accident, so this is going to affect the school zone traffic there for Cleveland Middle School. So expect delays in that area this morning. If you can take an alternate route, we would encourage you to do that. Georgetown Road at Paul Huff Parkway is where the accident is, and it does have the westbound lane closed at this time. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Selwood Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Loans up to $20,000. If you need extra cash for the holidays, call Dusty and the team at Southland Finance, located at 950 25th Street, right in front of Ace Hardware. Call them at 423-458-3007. Online at southlandfinance.net. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
I've got to give Blake equal time. He did. Blake Beard, owner of Duck Donuts, reminds me. He says, well, you know what? We do school fundraisers, and actually, we give a higher percentage than most places. So I've got to, and because it's Jessica's birthday, and we feel so bad that somehow she got conned into marrying him, lost a bet or something. No, Duck Donuts, they do some big-time fundraisers. Contact Blake Beard at Duck Donuts. If you're involved with a school, you can make a lot of money, and, well, quite frankly, so can Blake. So whatever, if you enjoy day-old donuts, I'm kidding. Blake, they've really pioneered this in their industry, and they go all over the entire region. So if you're a school, if you're a PTO, hello, PTO presidents, I see you. You talk about some active people. These PTO presidents are wonderful. But if you're involved in a school, you're a parent, grandparent, whatever, and you want your school to make a bunch of money, call Blake Beard at Duck Donuts. Now, normally I wouldn't advise you to ever call Blake Beard unless you want to become narcoleptic. But at the same it means fall asleep quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But call Blake at Duck Donuts. And it doesn't matter where he is. He can travel. He'll come to you, and you can put on a big old fundraiser and make a bunch of money. All right, it is 7. I got to give equal time. It's 7:25.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Well, coming up here in about 10 minutes, Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, inside the drama that's gripped the nation and the State House of Representatives for the first time in American history. We do not have a Speaker of the House. We're going to talk with Congressman Fleischmann about that, who he's supporting, either Steve Scalise of Louisiana or Jim Jordan of Ohio. We got a lot to talk about with Fleischmann. And then United States Senator Bill Hagerty at 8 o'clock this morning. So we have a bunch going on with that. So big interviews coming up here in just really the next half hour. Terry Wade disappeared after leaving her home. You may have heard about this. Cleveland Daily Banner did an excellent job reporting on it. Terry Wade left her home Monday, September 25th. Said she was running an errand. She's the mother of 10 children. She's 36 years of age. Was reported missing to the Cleveland Police Department. That was then later transferred to the sheriff's office. But she was arrested. Why? Because she had a warrant out for her arrest based on a shoplifting charge. More on that coming up at the top of the hour. Copper Hill residents held a protest Wednesday. They are continuing to protest the biosolids being dumped in Polk County. Residents protested near Copper Hill Industries, the company that's handling the biosolid waste. WTVC Channel 9 has been reporting on this extensively. And Cleveland Utilities getting nearly $6 million in loans from the state for water infrastructure improvements and expansion. Hey, last night at about 11 o'clock, a FedEx plane, FedEx 757 airplane, made a crash landing at the Chattanooga airport. The plane had 3 people on board, crash landed. All 3 were safe. All 3 are all right, but it happened overnight. They had landing gear failure, according to our news partners at Local 3.
This news update brought to you by Cleveland Plywood Company, 2700 20th Street Northeast in Cleveland.
The wish you could smell this ad deal. Because if you could, you'd be smelling McDonald's fries right now. And they smell like McDonald's fries.
Some deals are good. $1 good to be exact. Buy a McDouble, McChicken.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and I'm here to tell you the car business is back. Cleveland Ford's inventory's back with over 100 new Fords in stock. Discounts are back, so prices are down, interest rates are down, and rebates are up. In addition to all that, Cleveland Ford has up to $2,000 in trade assistance cash available that you can use as a down payment or to pay off your trade. So hurry into Cleveland Ford today, because with all they've got going on, now is the time to buy.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates, a $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Choosing the right health care plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable health care for all.
Perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality.
What did one of our listeners just say about me? 7:30 a.m. Mix 1041, mixtv.tv.
Devin Fansler, one of my favorite listeners. He says, we feel like we're at Dread Hollow every morning with Steve on the radio.
Hey, Devin, your wife feels the same way. She called Jimmy Logan first, then Jimmy called and told me. Thank you, Devin. That's sweet of you. Yeah, Bridget, let's remind everyone of the contest quickly before the weather here.
Yeah, we're giving away 2 tickets to Dread Hollow. Camp Dread is presented by Ruby Falls, so you can call or text us this morning, 614-6499, for your chance to win.
Yeah, we're doing that 9 a.m. The drawing inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center at 7:31.
If you shop for a mattress and they tell you about some long delay because of industry shortages, come to Mermaid Mattress. Buy it today, we'll make it tomorrow, and deliver it the next day. It's all about being local.
Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious foods in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
We'll have partly cloudy skies this morning, cloudy skies this afternoon and evening, a high of 82 and a low of 62 tonight. For tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy, a slight chance of a rain shower, a high of 76 and a low of 47 tomorrow evening, sunny and 65 on Saturday. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 59 degrees.
All right, the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial Sports Desk. My mic was not on. CHI Memorial Sports Desk. Fleischmann's going to call anytime. So he's usually early.
He's just like my nightmare. You just keep repeating the same things over and over.
Like being at home, really.
It's terrible.
And you sound like fake AI. You sound like the AI chatbot that has now taken on sort of a personality.
You wished I was AI.
I don't know. Go back to bed. Go watch Modern Family and go, hey, is Caden here?
Yes, he just walked in.
Okay, I feel a lot better that we have some IQ points in the director's hole than you. All right, it's the get off my radio. It is what are the sports? Sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Larry's got your Bradley tickets. Get them early. It's homecoming. Hey, folks, it's tonight. If you're a Bradley fan, you're a Cleveland Walker Valley fan, you want to go watch some football tonight? Bradley hosts Hardin Valley. It's homecoming. Bridget says she still has eligibility, and she's going to try to be on the court tonight.
They're still counting the votes.
Yeah, counting the votes. Kickoff 7 o'clock at Bear Stadium. Also, hey, Bradley fans, but fans of anybody. What did I tell you? He's calling right now. Mm-hmm. Fans of Bradley are really basketball. Terrance Oglesby. Terrance Oglesby is going to join us at 8:30 this morning. He is the new analyst on the Charlotte Hornets TV broadcast.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
How about that?
Terrance can talk, man, if you recall.
Yeah.
So Terrance going to join us live from Charlotte at 8:30. Coming up, Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. We'll get to the Congressman in just a moment here, Congressman, so hang on.
Have you heard? The Town Squire's ready for UT football. Football attire, sports shirts, T-shirts, socks, and more. Stop in and check out their selection. Volunteer Traditions, Johnny O, Cutter and Buck, Peter Millar, and Turtleson. Larry and his staff at the Town Squire ready to assist you with your UT wardrobe. Since 1977, the shop that appreciates the customer. The Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Key Street, Cleveland, Tennessee. Your football headquarters.
All right, I don't know if this has ever happened, but the Major League Baseball wild card playoffs are over. All 4 wild card series are done. There were 4 sweeps completed yesterday. Phillies over the Marlins 7-1. So now the Philadelphia Phillies at the Atlanta Braves this Saturday, game 1 of the division series. And we don't know the time yet. Major League Baseball will announce that later today. Diamondbacks beat the Brewers 5-2. They're going to be in Los Angeles playing the Dodgers. The division series game 1 Saturday. Rangers eliminated the Rays yesterday 7-1. Nobody cares in Tampa. They set another record for low attendance. Rangers will play at the Orioles in the division series on Saturday. Twins eliminated the Blue Jays 2-0. Minnesota at Houston play the Astros in the division series game 1 on Saturday. Mix 104.1 Talk, 101.3 The Buzz, 99.1 FM. MixTV.tv. We are Southeast Tennessee's football headquarters. Supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Bradley will host Hardin Valley. It's homecoming on the hill tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 7 o'clock at Bear Stadium. They changed it to tonight, 7 o'clock. That'll be on Talk, 101.3 The Buzz, and the Mix app with Gary Ornby and Earl Rowan. Get your tickets early for that at the Town Squire. Tomorrow night, Cleveland at Knoxville Bearden, 7 o'clock kickoff. That'll be on Mix 104.1 and the Mix app. Walker Valley at East Hamilton. We will have double coverage of that game tomorrow night. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff on 99.1 FM. Andy Morris and Jacob Mason also on the Mix app and MixTV.tv with Ryan Lovelace and Greg Phillips tomorrow night. Harney's Friday Night Blitz, the 20th anniversary season continues after the game. NFL Thursday Night Football tonight. Bears at the Washington Commanders on Amazon and on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. Our coverage of Thursday Night Football tonight presented locally by Mermaid Mattress. We're back with Congressman Fleischmann in about 90 seconds. Stand by.
Mix 104.1 and Honda Cleveland are giving one deserving firefighter in our area a chance to win a 2023 Honda Civic. Nominate your favorite firefighter today at mymix1041.com.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Attention shoppers, learn more about our Picky Promise.
This produce looks amazing, and it smells so fresh. Food City is as picky about produce as I am, and that's hard to do. But they make it look easy with their Picky Promise. If it's ever not fresh, they'll replace it.
That's cool. And I thought their helpful certified butchers were the coolest thing about this place.
It's all here.
Nobody does food like Food City.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car.
This Mixed TV interview is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Visit us online at wholesalesupply.us.
For Drive It Forward. Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, home of the nationwide lifetime warranty.
3rd District U.S. Congressman Chuck Fleischmann joins us on the phone. Good morning, Congressman. How are you?
Steve, good morning, sir. It's great to be back in East Tennessee. I flew in last night, so I'm very, very thankful to be home, but really not under these circumstances, sir.
Yeah, it's quite a story. Of course, the entire nation talking about it for the first time in American history. We do not have a Speaker of the House. Just take us inside the chamber, if you will, Congressman Fleischmann, on what happened a couple of days ago when, Speaker McCarthy was kicked out of his job.
Certainly. Interestingly enough, I was on the floor because my bill, the Energy and Water Bill for the Appropriations Committee, was actually on the floor. We have a two-tier process. Before we pass a bill, we have to pass a rule, and then we go into debate on the bill. Well, the rule actually had just passed, and we were beginning to take up my bill, the Energy and Water Bill, which funds Chickamauga Lock, Oak Ridge, all the Department of Energy, and all those other good things. So I was prepared for about 8 to 10 hours debate on my bill. Well, lo and behold, the motion to vacate comes up. Now, what a motion to vacate is, under our new rules, and this is so important because people ask me, what happened to McCarthy? It was a matter of the rules. Kevin had agreed to allowing one member as opposed to 20 and a majority vote as opposed to a two-thirds vote to oust him as Speaker when he won the speakership. That was one of his concessions he made. Ultimately, that was sadly his undoing because one member did bring it, Mr. Getz, and every Democrat voted against him with 8 Republicans, so he lost by 4 votes in the ultimate vote. The real sadness after that came when we went into conference at about 6:45. I remember it vividly because we had pizza. We had We the Pizza. We're sitting there eating our pizza, and Kevin comes out and says, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not going to run for Speaker. Don't renominate me. Pick somebody new. And that's where we are right now, sir.
All right, we're joined by our district, 3rd District Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, as he said, back in Tennessee, because a decision made following the ouster of Kevin McCarthy to recess for a week, and now it seems, or till Tuesday, now it seems like we have apparently 2 confirmed candidates for Speaker. One of them, Steve Scalise of Louisiana, who, as everyone knows, probably was shot in a baseball game where you were very close to that. I remember you calling us that morning when it happened. Yes, sir. And then also Congressman Jim Jordan, the other declared candidate from Ohio. And so question, Congressman, who are you supporting out of these confirmed candidates?
Sure, and I'll be glad to address that. Let me address one other thing you said. Everything you've said is perfect and right on. The reason we had to recess is the Speaker Pro Tem, McHenry from North Carolina, is only presiding for the purpose of getting a new Speaker. So all legislative work, that bill that I alluded to, has stopped. I could not be moving forward on my bill if I were there without a Speaker of the House. No member can do any legislative business. Now, If it had been me, I would have launched into elections right away because we're losing a week till next Tuesday at that time of week of that 45 days that we voted to have a deal on our appropriation bills going forward with the Senate. That cuts into that time. So we get that time back. We don't get that time back, but we get that time off in the district. So that's where we are. When we go back next Tuesday, we're going to have candidate speeches. Next Wednesday, elect a speaker. Hopefully next Thursday, my bill will be on the floor. Having said that, I'm going to be supporting Steve Scalise. I think the world of Jim Jordan. But as you alluded to, I've known Steve Scalise since I've been in the House. We are close friends. We have played sports together. I was with him on the fateful day of the baseball shooting. He got hit. Thank God I did not. Other people did, in fact, get hit. It was a terrible day. But I've worked with him. He was my original whip leader that worked hard to get me on the Appropriations Committee. I was with him the other day on the floor, literally, when my bill, the energy and water bill, was ready to go, and he said, "Chuck, we're going to get your bill passed." So we're just closer. We work together, but I can't say enough good about Jim Jordan or the other candidates who may come out of this. Steve, I want you to know that there are other names still being floated out there, all of whom are very, very fine men and women in the House, good Republicans, unifying Republicans. Like myself, who voted for Speaker McCarthy and who will vote to keep the government open and the legislative branch working. And I never want to be down as voting with all Democrats in the House. I'll tell you that much, and I'll leave it at that.
We're joined by Congressman. Congressman. We're joined by Congressman Fleischmann. Here's the question, and it's a hard question, but this is being put forward about Steve Scalise. Look. He is battling. He's been very public about this. He's battling battling cancer right now. And there are some people who are asking, well, number one, is he up to it? Is he up to doing this? He has said he's in treatment. He says he is up to it, and we know that. Do you feel? I mean, does that give you any pause whatsoever that physically, that even mentally, that he would be up to being the Speaker of the House?
I work with leadership every day, so the answer is no. I work with Steve. I socialize with Steve. He's very active in all of my pro-nuclear activities. He will show up and speak at those. So I have no hesitation whatsoever. And I will tell you this. If there was any chance that he did not feel up to it, Steve Scalise would not move forward and take this position at this point in time. I know him that well. And there's also going to be contested races for majority leader and for whip. But the other reason for Steve Scalise, he knows how to do the job day one. We've got to do an awful lot right now. We've got to get unity back in our party and on the floor, beat back the radical Democrats' radical left-wing agenda. Again, every Democrat in the House voted to oust McCarthy. I thought that was an outrage. What the Dems do, they are a very disciplined lot, but unfortunately, they're a wrong lot, and they're wrong 99 times out of 100. I've seen it. But when they come together, whether they dislike each other or not, when they get an agenda, they stay together. We Republicans do not. We fracture, we fight, we argue. I've seen it. It's time to stop the arguing and getting a good, solid, conservative, pro-American, pro-God agenda for the people of this country and getting it passed.
Joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, 3rd District, of course, our district here. Do you have any idea where the votes are right now for Speaker, as far as between the candidates here, Scalise, Jim Jordan? Any idea?
Yes, sir. I will say this. Both candidates have a substantial amount of supporters. That's why other candidates may still come forward, and I can't stress that enough. We have to get to 218. We have 221 in our conference, okay? So it's going to take someone who is akin to almost a miracle worker to get to that magic 218. I don't want to see another 15 rounds like we did with McCarthy.
I was just
with
thinking
him
that.
all 15 rounds. Yes. Yes, sir. Yep.
I'm sorry. I was just thinking that. I was thinking about January when it was 15 rounds, you say?
15 rounds.
Yeah.
And I was on the floor for all those 15 rounds. And I don't mind telling you, I was the one that went up to Matt Gaetz at the end at 15, and I get along with everybody, okay? All of my brothers and sisters on the House floor. I don't condemn people. I work to bring people together. I'm a unifier. I'm always praying for everybody. And I went up to Matt and I said, Matt, please cast your vote for Kevin McCarthy. And he had been through a lot on the floor. He did not want to do it. And he ended up actually at that point in time being the deciding vote because somebody else who had promised to vote for McCarthy in that round voted present instead of voted for him. So that was a very, very tumultuous time. We don't need this as a Republican conference again. So I think we're going to get to a place where we can pick someone. An idea I had is basically let Scalise take the Speaker's place and put Jim Jordan as majority leader. Let them both win, okay? Now, I realize that other people, Steve, want that majority leader spot, and I respect that. They're friends of mine. But at a time like this, we need strength, we need unity, but we need a person day one who can go to the floor and look at people like me and say, Fleischmann, proceed on your bill, get it done, and we will get it done.
And we're going to have to leave that part of our interview there. We're joined by Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. I do want to bring up, though, something you've been heavily involved in, and that is the purchase of over 200 acres in Meigs County. Would you call it, Congressman, an additional national cemetery? I know the purchase. Yes. Is that right? Go ahead.
That is correct. Chattanooga is filling up. We've known that for years. It's a beautiful place. My father, my uncle, my father-in-law are all interred there, but it's filling up. And I will tell you this, and you know I'm probably one of the most staunch Republican people in the House. Secretary McDonough worked with me hand in hand, Biden's Secretary of Veterans Affairs, for over a year. He and Matt Quinn sat in my office. This almost went away, Steve. And they worked with me hand in hand. And I've always had an open-door policy, whether it's with Obama, Trump, or Biden's cabinet people. They come and they see me. We talk because I'm an appropriator. We worked that out like gentlemen. They were men of their word and honor, as was I. We got it done. But thank God we got that cemetery in East Tennessee. It didn't go to Georgia. It didn't go to Alabama. I love our folks in our other states, but that will be a Tennessee-based national cemetery. Thank you, sir.
You mean there was bipartisan cooperation in Washington, Congressman Fleischmann, and then something good happened like it used to? Oh, come on.
Well, I will tell you this. I have kept an open door.
Oh, my goodness.
And, again, but
Jesus must be coming.
Well, we focused on the right thing to do.
That's right.
And that's taking care of our veterans.
That's right.
Our veterans and their spouses, who I love dearly, need to have a beautiful cemetery. Steve, when you see this place, it is going to be probably, from a picturesque standpoint, the most beautiful national cemetery in the country. And I will say this. I thank my dear friend, Greg Vidal, who many of you all know. He owns Morning Point. He also happens to be a state rep. He was the one who actually had the property. So, and his patience, he deserves to be lauded for his patience, because he could have walked away when the VA made its mistakes. But the secretary fixed it with General Quinn and myself. We got it done. God bless all the veterans.
Well, Congressman, I will make you this promise right now. We will be there when you open it. When that is open, we'll be there. How about that?
There you go.
We'll
thank you, Steve. It's always a pleasure.
All right.
And thank you for all you do on the radio. And I'm so proud of the way you cover your sports and everything else. But I love the people of Bradley County. I know you do, and I wish you the best, and I'll come on anytime you wish, sir.
All right, Congressman. Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, 3rd District United States Congressman, with a peek inside of what happened with the speakership being vacated. First time in American history. All right, Congressman, we'll talk with you soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Steve.
Yes, sir. All right, we're going to move on right here. Let's get a news update, and then maybe, Bridget, an update. Any updates on the crash at Georgetown and Paul Huff over there?
Yeah, according to our TDOT cameras here, we are still seeing back up there, Georgetown Road at Paul Huff Parkway.
All right, we'll get an update there. Let's get a news update here.
The Mix 104.1 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com.
Well, it's a federal government Thursday morning here on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. We're also on Talk 101.3 The Buzz. We have United States Senator Bill Hagerty. He's going to call us at 8 o'clock, so it's a big morning. But I do want to bring you the news headlines here. A FedEx 757 crash landed at the Chattanooga airport last night. It happened just after 11 o'clock. The plane had 3 people on board. They are all okay, but we're Local 3, our news partners in Chattanooga, say that the landing gear on the FedEx 757, the landing gear failed. And so the plane crash landed again at the Chattanooga Metropolitan Airport, skidded off the runway, but everyone on board is okay. Also in the news, the Cleveland Daily Banner reports that Terry L. Wade disappeared after leaving her home on Monday, September 25th, said she was running an errand. She was found safe 1 week later. Now she's in jail, charge that predates her disappearance. Wade is the mother of 10 children. She's 36 years of age, reported missing, and she was found safe by the sheriff's office October 2nd. But Paul Allen, the public information officer at the sheriff's office, told the Cleveland Daily Banner that she left her home voluntarily, did not realize her family had reported her missing. The Bradley County Sheriff's Office investigators began searching for Wade. They say that they learned she was involved in a shoplifting incident, allegedly, on September the 5th. She had a warrant, so Paul Allen said they took her to jail. Allen stressed that Wade made the decision to vanish. Authorities are continuing to look into this. Again, that story courtesy of the Cleveland Daily Banner. Cleveland Utilities getting almost $6 million in loans for water infrastructure improvements announced by Governor Bill Lee as part of a $16.5 million loan program through the Tallahassee Local Development Authority. The governor made that announcement late yesterday. More on that coming up. Also, they're protesting. Our protest was held yesterday. Copper Hill residents held a protest continuing to voice concerns over biosolids being dumped in Polk County. Residents protested near Copper Hill Industries, the company that's handling the biosolid waste. Polk County School Superintendent James Jones told WTVC television that the smell from the waste seeps into the classrooms at Copper Basin Elementary, and said it's bad. And they had a big protest there yesterday. Channel 9 covering that. Let's see. Tennessee Wesleyan University's fall 2023 enrollment saw gains over the previous fall semester. That according to university data. And the largest gain was in graduate enrollment. TWU President Dr. Tyler Forrest said, quote, "The increase in enrollment largely due to the almost 70% increase in graduate program enrollment. Diversifying our course offerings has been a priority for many years. The increase in graduate programs a key driver in future enrollment." End quote.
This news update is brought to you by Rick's Plumbing Service, a family-owned business specializing in new commercial and residential plumbing. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service, 423-595-6143. Get a check of traffic here. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are still working to clear up an accident at the intersection of Georgetown Road and Paul Huff Parkway. It was affecting the westbound lane, so that was also affecting the Cleveland Middle School school zone earlier. So be aware of that and expect delays in that area. Again, that's at the intersection of Georgetown Road and Paul Huff Parkway. And then we're also seeing a slowdown on the interstate as well between exit 20 and White Oak Mountain. So be aware of that as well. Again, that's I-75 southbound between exit 20 and White Oak Mountain. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-a-Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty.
So we're giving away, passes to Dread Hollow?
We are,
presented by Ruby Falls. Well, I get to go experience Dread Hollow. You know why?
Why?
I have a meeting at the Chamber at 9 o'clock this morning, so I get to look at Mike Griffin, who, by the way, he portrays a zombie. So, but that's all year, and it's not just Halloween. So I get to go sit around and basically look at a bunch of zombies. So that'll be fun. It's see, the problem is then I have to go to these things in person. Mm-hmm. And Brad Benton looks like, something from Night of the Living Dead. It's a minute before 8 o'clock.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance.
Why do I even speak?
Your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated. Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland. 423-339-3231.
Celebrate the red, white, and blue at Eller and Owens Furniture and Mattress. Save 40% off fall furniture.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios, this is Talk 101.3 The Buzz, WCLE, HD2 and 101.3 FM, W267BI Cleveland.
Construction, locally owned, specializing in all varieties of
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
This Mixed TV interview is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Visit us online at wholesalesupply.us.
79.
For today, partly cloudy this morning, becoming mostly cloudy this afternoon and evening. A high of 82 and a low of 62 tonight. For tomorrow, partly to mostly cloudy skies, a slight chance of a rain shower. A high of 75 and a low of 46. Sunny and 65 on Saturday with a high of 65. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 59 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
It's a minute after 8 a.m. We say good morning.
This Mixed TV interview is supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Visit us online at wholesalesupply.us.
Great, Steve. Good to be with you this morning.
Well, thank you, sir, very much for joining us. I'm going to jump right in here. I've got to get your reaction to what has happened in the United States House of Representatives, where really, for the first time in American history, we do not have a Speaker of the House.
Well, there's a race going on right now to get that addressed. Several people have put their names in the hat. Jim Jordan, Steve Scalise, maybe others that are coming online. They have an interim Speaker Pro Tem that will hold things together during this process. You know, I've had people ask me this question multiple times, even when they watched the initial election of Speaker McCarthy, about how about how rough and how ugly it is. And I said, one thing you've got to understand is that this is all being done in the public eye. Can you imagine how the Democrats, though, seated their leadership in the last Congress and the Senate? What sort of arguments, what sort of fight took place that would have yielded Bernie Sanders, an avowed socialist, as the chairman of the Senate Budget Committee? Yet that's what we got. The difference is that the Democrats do it all behind closed doors, and what we're seeing here is, the messy aspects of democracy.
We're joined by U.S. Senator Bill Hagerty. Do you have a preference on who becomes the Speaker of the House? Any of the confirmed candidates that you would support?
No, I don't have a preference at all. I know the people whose names have been floated. I know I can work with any of them. I have a good working relationship with my colleagues in the House, particularly those here in Tennessee. I spend a lot of time with my colleagues in the House trying to figure out ways that we can carry our conservative message along together. I feel strongly that working together in concert with the House, we can get more amplification of our conservative voice, more coordination, and increase the odds that we'll get conservative principles and policies across the finish line. So I look forward to working with whomever they bring forward. I just wish that we had more time to pay attention to things like our appropriations process, which is front and center right now in the Senate.
All right, so I want to go back a couple of weeks. This is the first time we've been able to visit with you since the the stopgap funding bill to continue the federal government up against the deadline to shut down. Just why did you vote against that continuing spending bill? I had been very clear with all of my colleagues that we have a national security crisis of epic proportions at our southern border. Any continuing resolution, any funding for the U.S. government should have serious border security funding embedded in the bill. In fact, what the White House sent over, buried multiple pages deep in their language for continuing the government operations, they sent over language that would have allowed them to completely defund ICE, to repurpose ICE, which is the only law enforcement agency that we have that deports people here illegally, even people that are here with serious criminal records. They wanted the ability to defund that and turn that into a travel agency to more rapidly send people into the interior of America. And I just said enough's enough. I worked my heart out with my team night and day for days, putting together a very solid set of options for us in border security. At the end of the day, I couldn't get my colleagues to agree to it, and I told them I was not going to be supportive of legislation moving forward that did not have that in it. They know that. I'm going to work with them the next 45 days to keep trying to get this accomplished, Steve. That's my goal and focus right now. We're joined by United States Senator Bill Hagerty this morning here on Mix 104.1 and MixTV.tv. Let me ask you, Senator, let's go back to the border for a moment. Just give us an update. Where are we as far as the border right now?
Well, we're closing in on nearly 8 million what they call encounters. These are people that have illegally invaded our country, just to be clear. We're closing in on about 8 million of these encounters since Joe Biden took office. Steve, the population of our state's only 7 million. This is just incredible, the invasion that's taking place at our southern border. And each year, the crisis is worse than the year before it. Each month now brings a new record high in terms of the number of people that come across and get away. In September, the numbers that I have show that we've got over 260,000 that have broken into our country. That's a new record for 2023. And they're seeing now north of 10,000 people a day, completely overwhelming our Border Patrol agents there. We are being flooded with illegal people. We have over 170 different nationalities that have been apprehended. This doesn't talk about the ones that get away. Over 170 different nationalities have been apprehended at the border. We have no idea who's coming into this country and what type of national security crisis we have exposed ourselves to.
And we're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty. What are some of the, as you see it, some of the situations maybe that have been caused by this as far as these migrants coming into our country illegally?
Well, one of them is the massive inflation that we've had under Joe Biden. He continues to spend, diverting funds, doing all of this stuff, spending to facilitate this. Those are our taxpayer dollars driving up the deficit and increasing inflation. Biden is dumping these people into the United States of America. You've heard the mayor of New York say it's destroying his city. We have crime through the roof. when you've got an administration like the Biden administration that spent, their whole time campaigning back in 2020 on defunding the police, criticizing law enforcement, and now just openly allowing, criminal activity to flood across the southern border. And one of the worst aspects of this criminal activity is the drug trafficking. And every time I talk with the sheriff in Tennessee, they tell me that the jails are full of people involved in drug trafficking, most of it fentanyl. And if it's not killing our youth, it's creating crime to support this illicit activity. It's a scourge on America, and I'll lay the responsibility for that at the foot of Joe Biden.
We're joined by Senator Bill Hagerty. Senator, you're a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, and you have called on. You sent a letter to the president along with some other colleagues of yours, following a publication of sensitive documents in the Iranian regime-controlled Tehran Times. Will you tell us a little bit about that, please, sir?
It's just shocking. I guess nothing should shock me, though, at this point with this administration. What they have is email evidence of a person who's part of what they call the Iranian Experts Initiative. This was a group of, quote, academic experts that the government of Iran, the world's largest sponsor of terror, by the way, that the Iranian government reached out to create this experts initiative to try to influence the United States government. It turns out that Rob Malley, the chief negotiator for the United States, who never went through Senate confirmation, the chief negotiator for the United States to get us back into this awful Iran deal, Rob Malley's assistant, he brought this person in to work for him at the State Department. I don't know how she got a clearance, but she's a member of this Iranian Experts Initiative. And then, as he left, he placed her over at the Pentagon. She's now in a very sensitive position over there with top secret security clearances. We've seen email traffic now showing her actually conferring with the Iranian government as to what meetings she should attend or not attend. I mean, this is just shocking, the level of influence that the Biden administration has permitted to occur within its own administration. When we've asked for the person's suspension, at least pending an investigation, no response. As my understanding is that she's still sitting at the Pentagon, still attending meetings with top secret clearances, still seeing this information, that I think the American public should be deeply concerned about anyone like this having that type of access. This is the Biden administration.
Well, United States Senator Bill Hagerty, anything you want to add here before we go, Senator?
Well, we'll be working very hard over the course of the next 40 days to try to move these appropriations bills through and avoid the type of chaos that we had here, toward the end of the last expiration of September 30th. It's going to be very hard to do that, but please know that border security is going to be top of mind for me right now. That's something that we absolutely have to get fixed, and I'm again, working with my team very hard to try to get that addressed.
Senator Bill Hagerty of the Volunteer State. Senator, we appreciate your time, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you,
All
sir.
the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank him. Thank her. Thank her. Thank him. Thank her. Thank you. Thank her. Thank him. See, we do these things after they're gone, you know. Well, what about the last 40 minutes here, Bridget?
Yeah, lots of information.
You know, the nice thing is these people call us. So and I'm being, I wouldn't say dead serious, but very serious. We do not take that lightly. And here's the deal. We've been doing it. It started long before us since 1957. What? We try to take the people who make the decisions and put them on the air to inform you. Bridget and myself, we do a horrible job of that. So we're trying to pay, and of course, yes. Fruit Loops, who we have now recognized as basically AI with a bad shirt on and a bad haircut.
That's so mean.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, you told me you had written the note that Mike Griffin looked like a zombie dressed up for Halloween. I get to go see him at 9.
I didn't say
and
that.
Brad Benton, Night of the Living Dead. So it's 11 after 8. Brad's ironing his hair right now. Yep, that's about right. He's our fearless leader. So good morning, Tim Henderson. Hey, Tim, head of Cleveland Utilities. How about that $6 million from the state? Not bad. I don't think Tim gets any of that. I think it pretty much goes to Cleveland Utilities.
Oh, too bad.
We'll get to see all these guys coming up here in a few minutes. All right. What are we doing? 11 after 8. Let's. I tell you what. Let's get a check of the streets here, Bridget. Tell me what's going on.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are still working to clear up that accident, Georgetown Road at Paul Huff Parkway. So be aware of that. We are still seeing delays in that area. Again, that's Georgetown Road at Paul Huff Parkway. And then also on the interstate, I-75 is southbound on White Oak Mountain. There's an accident there. It looks like it's going to be on the right shoulder, but it is causing delays there on the interstate. Looks like nearly to exit 20 at this point. So be aware of that as you drive this morning. And then also, just a reminder, coming up later today from 9:30 this morning till 1:30 this afternoon, TDOT will assist the Tennessee Division of Forestry with a prescribed burn by closing the two outside lanes on I-75 north between exit 1 and the I-24-75 split.
Burn,
yes.
baby, burn. Why are we doing this?
I don't know. So avoid that area between 9:30 and 1:30 today.
Good Lord.
Crazy.
In an effort for you to have to spend less time with your family, we're doing a contest. Well, fall breaks next week, so whatever. But we're doing a contest. Or maybe your family doesn't want to spend time with you, which is probably more accurate. Anyway, so we're doing a contest here with our friends at Ruby Falls, Bridget. Just remind us, because we're going to give these passes away at 9 a.m. Is that right?
That's right, yeah. So Ruby Falls presents Dread Hollow, Camp Dread, and have a couple of facts here about Dread Hollow. It's consistently named.
Wonderful. I was wanting some facts.
Dread Hollow is consistently named one of the top 10 favorite haunts in the nation. Over 20,000 plus square feet of all new haunted house sets, horror-themed escape rooms, making this one of the most unnervingly innovative haunts in the nation.
Wow.
So they have several options for you. They do have a girls' night out package, also a date night package as well. So
Let's take a date. That's a good idea. That's nice.
You can find out all the details. Tickets available only online at dreadhollow.com.
You know who's going to be first in line?
Who?
Barrett and Leslie Painter.
Yeah?
They're going to be first in line. Barrett's sister is down at Ruby Falls.
Yep.
Beth Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Beth, we be loving Beth.
Yeah.
But Barrett and Leslie will be first in line. That's Barrett's sister, by the way. Barrett is now working in the office of Leon Shahan, who I saw at the Rotary meeting. I mean, how many people can we offend here? At the Rotary meeting the other day, and I thought, my goodness, Leon is already dressed for Halloween. I went to high school with Leon, and he hasn't changed any. So he's already got his costume, got his mask, ready to go. All right.
So, yes, we are giving away 2 tickets to Dread Hollow this morning.
Okay, go. How do they win, Bridget?
You can call or text us, 614-6499.
Is that it?
614-6499.
Got any more fascinating facts to give us? That was wonderful. Thank you for stopping the broadcast. All right, this half hour of Mixed Mornings I don't know why I giggle. Brought to you by Refined Looks and the Hayes Hand Center. Now, these are wonderful people, Dr. Brzezinski and Nico Domingo, my man, Dr. Nico Domingo. And anyway, so now what you're going to hear in a second is Ashley, in the commercial, say the following. If you're looking for a new face or something like, that's what I hear. Or maybe an altered face.
No.
And I just think of this audience and I think, yes.
Oh, no.
Yes,
no,
yes,
no.
Lord, yes. Yes, Lord.
Whether you're looking for a subtle change to your face,
yes,
for your body, Refined
That's
Looks
it.
leads the way. Call our Cleveland.
I'm looking forward to the evening. I'm looking forward to the night. When you want the best buys, the time is right. Time to sleep with the mermaid tonight. Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com, proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Could we make it to where people could forward that spot and send it anonymously? Is he here? Where are you? Hey, Fruit Loops.
Yes, boss.
Oh, there he is.
So can we package Ashley's commercial she just did for Refined Looks where she talks about, do you want a subtle change to your face?
I mean, you really just want all of our sponsors to leave, don't you?
No, I mean, it's fine. I don't care. But could we package it to where people, this audience here, could send it to others anonymously? Hey, saying, look, you need a change to your face. So could we somehow do that?
Yeah, I think we can make that happen.
I think it's a public service. Now, Brett's going to charge you. She will charge a fee. All right. Now, here's a man who does not need a change to his face. John Davis.
That's right.
Now, these, I will say, Davis's Halloween spots, we all look forward to them. Let's see what he came up with this year at Kia of Cleveland.
This is John Davis.
Mix 1041 is celebrating 30 years of being on air. We are celebrating by giving away 30 prizes over 30 weeks. Presented by TVFCU Mortgage. Register today at mymix1041.com.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Bender Realty is helping to keep the community thriving during this pandemic by offering no-contact online tools for buyers and sellers in the real estate market.
Especially in this day and time with COVID, it makes a lot of the buyers are not wanting to get out and walk into someone else's home, and even sellers may not want people in their home. We can actually do a virtual tour with our phones and send it to our clients.
Walk through a property without having to actually be there and see all the intricacies of the property and the things that they may or may not want.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year. Offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices. Keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups. Making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
Hey listeners, there's a new Buzz Tuesdays at noon, the voice of we the people. It's about what the H is going on in America. Tune in and call in Tuesdays on 101.3 The Buzz. A seatbelt is required for this ride.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and the car business is back. Inventory's back, discounts are back, and interest rates are down. Cleveland Ford even has trade-in assistance cash available, so hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because now is the time to buy.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one. And there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great. And their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
Cloudy skies, a slight chance of a rain shower, a high of 75 and a low of 46 on Friday evening, and then sunny and 65 on Saturday. Your current Simply Bank temperature is 60 degrees. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
All right, coming up at the bottom of the hour, Bradley Central High School basketball legend Terrance Oglesby, who's just gotten a great new job, Bridget. He is now the television analyst for the Charlotte Hornets. So Terrance going to call in here about 8:30. Don't forget, Bradley fans and really high school football fans, you want to go over. Bradley is playing tonight. Tonight. It's homecoming at Bradley. That is a change in the schedule. 7 o'clock kickoff at Bear Stadium. Larry and the Town Squire, they've got your tickets. Larry's got your tickets early. If you want to go by and get them, we'll have Coverage Talk, 101.3 The Buzz, and the Mix 104.1 app. You get our app with a free download at mymix1041.com, free, thanks to CHI Memorial. But our high school football coverage tonight, as always, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, 822. We'll check our Simmons Bank celebration list up next. Christy McPhee. We lost her recently.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Peyton Southeastern is hiring. You have the potential to earn over $21 an hour with new progressive pay rates. A $2 night shift premium, plus you're eligible to earn a $5,000 stay bonus. Peyton's in Cleveland has open interviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 to 11 a.m. and then from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Our slogan is better mattress, better price. And at Mermaid, we really do believe that because we use the highest quality of foams, the highest quality of intercoils that go into the mattresses, and we have the highest quality people working for us. We have a number of employees that have been with us for up to 30 years, and we're very proud of that fact.
Elevate your siding projects with Cleveland Exteriors. Ascend fiberglass siding built with lasting beauty and low maintenance. Cleveland Exteriors, your trusted partner for exceptional siding. Visit clevelandexteriors.com or call today.
Choosing the right healthcare plan for you and your family can be overwhelming. Direct Primary Care Associates' new pharmacy benefits is the best choice for you and your family. With personalized attention, convenient telemedicine options, and free generic medications, Direct Primary Care Associates Pharmacy Benefits offers everything you need to keep you and your family healthy and happy. Say goodbye to long wait times, rushed appointments, and unexpected medical bills. Visit our website to learn more about how Direct Primary Care Associates can provide the best healthcare experience for you and your family. Direct Primary Care Associates, affordable healthcare for all.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at MayfieldDairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee.
Mix 104.1 is celebrating 30 years of being on air. We are celebrating by giving away 30 prizes over 30 weeks. Presented by TVFCU Mortgage. Register today at mymix1041.com.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
757 made a crash landing at the airport about 11 o'clock last night. The plane had 3 people on board. They are all okay. But the landing gear failed on the FedEx 757. Crash landed at the Chattanooga airport about 11 o'clock last night. And the plane crash landed, skidded off the end of the runway. But again, everyone is okay. Cleveland Utilities will receive nearly $6 million in loans for water infrastructure improvements and expansion, as Cleveland Utilities got 2 loans recently totaling about $6 million for this, boost existing projects and long-term planning. And it's going to help fund ongoing wastewater infrastructure projects in Cleveland. That, according to an announcement by Governor Bill Lee and the commissioner over the state agency that oversees the loan program. By the way, the total loan program statewide is $16.5 million. WTVC Channel 9 reports that Copper Hill residents held a protest Wednesday, continuing to voice concerns over biosolids being dumped in Polk County. Residents protested near Copper Hill Industries, the company that's handling the biosolid waste. Polk County Schools Superintendent James Jones told WTVC Television the smell from the waste seeps into the classrooms at Copper Basin Elementary School, and the school says they've had to limit the students' time outdoors, and so that story continues to be in our news. Cleveland Daily Banner reports that Terry L. Wade disappeared after leaving her home on Monday, September 25th, said she was running an errand, never came back. She's 36 years old, the mother of 10 children, reported missing, and then was located safely by the Bradley County Sheriff's Office October the 2nd, so 3 days ago. Paul Allen, who's the public information officer at the Sheriff's Office, told the Cleveland Daily Banner that Wade had left her home, quote, voluntarily, did not realize that her family had reported her missing. But she had a warrant out on her for allegedly being involved in a shoplifting incident on September 5th. But Paul Allen said she had the warrant out and they took her to jail. But Allen again stressing that in fact Wade made the decision to vanish. All right, that is a news update right here.
This news update is brought to you by Newlyweds Foods. Newlyweds Foods is hiring. Call them at 423-559-0909 or visit newlywedsfoods.jobs.net and search Cleveland Jobs.
All right, we're going to be joined in a moment by Terrance Oglesby, who's on hold here. So hang on, Terrance, live from Charlotte. But first, Bridget, we've had quite a morning in traffic.
Yeah, that's right. This Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. Crews are working an accident at Paul Huff Parkway at Peerless Road that just happened. No injuries in that. Also another accident, No Pone Road at Georgetown Road. No injuries in that one either. That accident we've been telling you about all morning, Georgetown Road at Paul Huff Parkway, has been clear, but dispatch tells me there could still be some heavy traffic in that area due to that earlier accident. So be aware of all these accidents this morning. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Sell with Darren text line. That's Darren Miller, eXp Realty. This traffic report is brought to you by Drain Right Guttering. Call them at 423-472-7018. Online at drainrightguttering.com. The go-to gutter guys.
Couple of things before I speak with Terrance here. We are in a contest this morning till 9 a.m. here at 8:30. We're giving away a pair of passes to Camp Dread Hollow. Is that what they call it?
Camp Dread Hollow,
Dread,
yes.
Yeah. With our friends at Ruby Falls. If you want to win, you can call the volunteer Rid of Pest Mix line. Again, we're giving these away at 9 a.m. Call 423-614-6499. Get entered or text our Sell with Darren Miller text line, Darren at eXp Realty. You can go to his website, sellwithdarren.com, and text. If you're texting us, please put your name on it. You can't win if you don't. And then also just put something like Dread Hollow, if you know how to spell that, or Ruby Falls, or whatever. So We're going to do that, what, till 9?
That's correct, yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I go to the our phones here, and a guy who's a Bradley basketball legend and a man who I'm sure wants to be in the newly created Bradley Hall of Fame, Terrance Oglesby. Terrance, how are you?
I'm doing well, guys. It's an awfully nice introduction. I knew they had a Hall of Fame. I didn't know they was newly constructed, so that's news to me. I appreciate you guys having me on there.
Oh, yeah, Terrance, great to have you. Hey, no, they had the Sports Hall of Fame for the last several years, but your buddy, Principal Patrick Spangler, came in here about a week ago, and they've announced a General Hall of Fame at Bradley Central, 108 years of history over there.
Well, I tell you, there's a lot of history there, that's for sure. And one of the reasons that we ended up coming to Bradley as a family was because of that history and some of the things that had been built up at the time by Kent Smith. And hopefully now things get going under Zach Carpenter in much of the same fashion. So I'm just happy that I am a Bradley Bear. I tell everybody, so that definitely never leaves you. And there's a sense of pride that comes with it, that's for sure.
That's certainly so. We're joined by Terrance Oglesby live from Charlotte, North Carolina. And, I had heard Friday night from a buddy of mine, Stephen Shelton, that you've taken on a new job. And then I was talking with Patrick Spangler Saturday morning, so we made all these plans. But, Terrance, tell us about what you're going to be doing, buddy.
Yeah, so for every Charlotte Hornets home game, I will be doing the pre- and the post-game shows along with a little bit of halftime, just depending on the night. But every single home game with the Charlotte Hornets through Bally, their regional sports network, I will be a part of the broadcast as both analyst and host for the show. So I'm excited about it. It's one of several things that I'm going to be doing this year. I've already signed on with Fox to do 5 games before Christmas with them. I'm going to be doing some games with ESPN and CBS as well. It's going to be a busy year, but what do they say usually? The reward for hard work, or the reward for good work, is more work. So that's a little bit gratifying to me, and then hopefully we can keep it moving in the right direction. But I'm really excited to do both NBA and college basketball this year. I think it's going to be a trip. It's going to be fun. It's something different. And it gives me something to look forward to, that's for sure.
Terrance, we're joined by Terrance Oglesby, of course, a Bradley Central basketball legend. When did you graduate, Terrance?
I left Bradley in 2007.
So 07, and I tell you, so catch us up. Tell us what happened after that, and then work us to this the current positions that you have in broadcasting.
That's about 16 years, so I'm going to try to expedite this process. But no, I went to Clemson. I played for 2 years. I was an all-freshman team member in the ACC, and then my sophomore year, averaged around 14 points a game. We made the tournament both years. After my sophomore year, I turned pro and went to Europe, and I spent 8 wonderful years over there. I've got stories for days. There's not enough minutes on this show for me to be able to get through all those stories. But I spent time in Italy, Ukraine, Spain, France, Sweden, Republic of Georgia, and I spent a year in the G League. And you learn a lot. You learn a lot about yourself. It's a pretty lonely experience, truth be told. But it was fun. I met my wife, and then it got a little less lonely. So she traveled with me for a few years. And then after my playing career ended, I went back to Clemson to finish my degree. I got a communication studies degree at Clemson, helped with the basketball team for 2 years, ended up getting my master's degree in athletic leadership, and decided to coach for a year and then jumped into this. So that's about as fast as I could tell you, but I've been doing this for roughly, this would be my 3rd year doing this full time. So I'm very blessed. I'm extremely fortunate to run into the right people. And, I work really hard. So when you put all those things in together, it works itself out. And I'm just extremely blessed and fortunate to be in the position that I'm in now after, playing for so long.
Well, Terrance, we're joined by Terrance Oglesby live from Charlotte this morning. I remember, and I did a lot of your games back in the day, and now look, man, you were always a good talker. I mean, you always talked, and now you backed it up. But you were a talker at Bradley Central, weren't you?
I mean, a little bit. Some would say so. Some would say I talked a little too much.
Come on, a little bit. Come on, Terrance.
Hey, it changes course a little bit. Now I'm fortunate enough to get paid to talk. Now the trick is getting me to shut up at this point. So I talked a little bit. I was just so competitive, right?
Yeah,
any type of edge I could get, like I was going to use it. And I think a lot of people around the Cleveland area could vouch for that too. So I did talk a lot. Now I'm getting paid to talk. So it's kind of funny how the world figures itself out.
Well, when I heard this Friday night, I said, "Oh my goodness, this is perfect!" And so, buddy, we couldn't be more proud of you, and couldn't be more proud that you spent your time here in high school at Bradley Central. And anything else? So what? Tell me about your family. I know you have children also.
I do. I have 2 children, Damon and Harper, 7 and 6. My lovely wife Maria is taking care of all that right now. I'm actually on the road. And so it's, I'm very fortunate. I met my wife when I was in Sweden. Ironic enough, where my dad met my mom and where I met my wife is a 4-hour drive apart.
Wow.
On the Scandinavian peninsula. So I'm very happy. I'm very lucky. And it's a great time to be alive if you're in Oglesby because there's just so many good things happening. You know, my kids are in school. I get to be a part of them. I help out with some 7U soccer. It's just a great time to be alive.
Well, Terrance, hey, buddy, and I will probably call on you when you have some time during the upcoming basketball season, and we'd love to visit with you again.
All right, sounds good. We'll chop it up whenever. Just get a hold of me.
Terrance Oglesby. Terrance, it's great hearing from you, buddy.
All right, thank you, guys. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Terrance Oglesby, ladies and gentlemen. And Bridget, I think you remember Terrance, don't you?
I sure do. Yeah, I can't remember what year he graduated.
He said 07. Thank you for bringing it up.
Oh, okay. He's a little bit younger than me. 2000.
Okay. Well, I mean, whatever. But he played for Kent Smith. And, a lot of you high school basketball fans in Cleveland and Bradley County, you remember, I mean, he would shoot it and make it from the parking lot. And Buddy, he would tell him about it, and then he would tell him he did it. So when Shelton told me that Friday night, we were coming back from doing the East Hamilton Ooltewah game Friday. I said, man, that is perfect. So yeah, he's, as you heard, pre-half and post-game host for the Charlotte Hornets. And as he said, he's going to be working for CBS and ESPN for college basketball. So we're very, very proud of him. All right. Tell you what, we're going to get a quick check of sports here. We'll do that in about, guys, we'll do that in about 1 minute here, and then we'll go into our sports report. A lot to talk about this morning.
Did you know the Town Squire has tux rentals? Yes, they do. Weddings, proms, special occasions.
Breathe. There is a place where strength, play, community, and belonging meet, where all are welcome, with membership solutions for everyone, regardless of ability to pay. Join the Y now through September 30th and pay no joining fee. The Y, the place for all.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature is brought to you by Simply Bank.
Breathe. There is a place where strength, play, community, and belonging meet, where all are welcome, with membership solutions for everyone, regardless of ability to pay. Join the Y now through September 30th and pay no joining fee. The Y, the place for all.
423-402-6610. That's 402-6610.
Tired of your old shower? Call Montgomery Shower today, 423-326-8414. Montgomery Shower is local, not a franchise.
This week of Mix 30 is brought to you by Chris Young at Health Markets Insurance and the Baseball Mission. They're giving away an 11.5-inch right-handed Wilson A2000 infielder's glove worth $299. For your chance to win, register online at mymix1041.com.
All right, thanks, Ryan. It is Mix 1041, MixTV.tv, Talk 1013, The Buzz. It's the CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello! Human kindness. Well, Bridget, I don't know, and I was talking to Dwayne earlier, I don't know if this has ever happened, but the baseball wild card round is completely over, and they were all sweeps. All four series.
Yeah.
So all best of three in the wild card. So the Phillies beat the Marlins 7-1 last night. They eliminate the Marlins. Phillies at the Braves Saturday. As a Braves fan, do you care? Did you want to play the Phillies or the Marlins?
Probably rather have played the Marlins, but
I think so. Phillies are pretty hot. Phillies at Braves, we do not know the time yet. We do know Game 1 is Saturday. Actually, all of these Game 1s will be Saturday in the division series. Should know the time of the game later today, we understand. Diamondbacks eliminated the Brewers 5-2 last night. Diamondbacks will be Los Angeles to play the Los Angeles Dodgers. Saturday, Game 1 in the division series. In the American League, the Rangers eliminated the Tampa Bay Rays 7-1. Rangers at the Baltimore Orioles. Game 1 of their American League Division Series Saturday. Twins shut out the Blue Jays 2-0. Twins and Astros. The American League Division Series Saturday. Andy Morris says, bring on the Phillies. That's right, Andy. Getting to you in just a second. Matter of fact, Andy, our voice of the Mustangs. It's 1041 Talk, 1013 The Buzz, 99.1 FM, and MixTV.tv. We are Southeast Tennessee's football headquarters, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Bradley will host Hardin Valley for homecoming tonight. Folks, that's tonight. Originally scheduled for tomorrow night. They have moved it to tonight. Actually, due to fall break, of course, starting at 7 o'clock. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. You can get your tickets for the Bradley homecoming game tonight at the Town Squire. Then Cleveland will be at Knoxville Bearden tomorrow night. That is, actually, hang on, I didn't tell you. Bradley, Hardin Valley be on Talk, 1013 The Buzz, and the Mix 1041 app. With Gary Owenby and Earl Rowan tonight, kickoff 7 o'clock. Cleveland will go to Knoxville Bearden tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Right here, Mix 1041 and the Mix 1041 app. And then we'll have double coverage of Walker Valley at East Hamilton tomorrow night. Kickoff at 7:05 tomorrow night. That'll be on 99.1 FM with Andy Morris and Jacob Mason. And the Mix 1041 app. And tomorrow night on MixTV.tv. With tomorrow night, our television coverage, Ryan Lovelace and Greg Phillips. Maybe Greg will put Ryan in a headlock. Just keep squeezing. Hardy's Friday Night Blitz after the games. The 20th anniversary season continues. And then tonight, NFL Thursday Night Football, Bears at the Commanders. That'll be on Amazon and on, you know what? That'll actually be on Mix 1041 tonight, Bridget, because we've got the Bradley Bears will be on Talk 1013 tonight. The Chicago Bears are lucky to be on anything because they're terrible, but they'll be on, Mix 1041 tonight. Our radio coverage of NFL Thursday Night Football tonight, presented locally by Mermaid Mattress Factory and Showroom. 8:45, our friends from Allon Planning Partners coming up. And we're giving away those Dread Hollow tickets with Ruby Falls at 9 a.m. a pair to Dread Hollow. You got 15 minutes if you want to win. Call the Volunteer Retta Pest Mix line 423-614-6499 or text your entry to the Sell with Darren Miller text line. Darren Miller, eXp Realty. Don't forget, you can go to sellwithdarren.com and enter by if you text us, folks, please put your name on it. You will not win if you don't put your name on it. And just put something like what? Dread Hollow.
Yes.
Ruby Falls. Some
fine.
people said Rock City earlier. No, it's different. But anyway, Mix
1041 MixedTV.tv, Talk 1013 The Buzz, and we're back in a moment.
At CHI Memorial.
A name and brand that you can trust. Wholesale Supply has been serving the Southeast for over 75 years. Whether you need plumbing, electrical, or HVAC supplies, Wholesale Supply can provide you with the products that you need to complete any job, big or small. Supplying brands such as Kohler, Delta, Rinnai, Progress Lighting, and so many more. With 32 locations across the Southeast, Wholesale Supply is your hometown plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us. And remember, Wholesale Supply is open Monday through Friday and open to the public.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work, and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, learn more about our Picky Promise.
This produce looks amazing, and it smells so fresh. Food City is as picky about produce as I am, and that's hard to do. But they make it look easy with their Picky Promise. If it's ever not fresh, they'll replace it.
That's cool. And I thought their helpful certified butchers were the coolest thing about this place.
It's all here!
Nobody does food like Food City.
At some point in your life, you may be faced with a legal challenge, whether it be a personal injury, business dispute, or family matter. Our goal is to overcome your legal obstacles and get your life back on track.
If you or a loved one have been injured or have legal issues confronting you and your family, talk with someone on our team. We will investigate your problem to determine the facts and the law. Working together, we can develop a plan to obtain the result you deserve.
Broadcast from 10 to 12 on Saturday. We are looking forward to this event. The headliners this year include Sanctus Real, also Social Club Misfits, Jordan Smith from The Voice, Clark Beckham from American Idol, along with many others. It's happening at 10 a.m. on Saturday, pretty much all day there at Greenway Park until after 10 p.m. on Saturday. So beautiful weather in store for Saturday, so it's going to be such a great event. Again, it's the annual Phoenix Fest Saturday at Greenway Park with our friends at Inman Coffee and also the Salvation Army of Cleveland. And we have some VIP passes to give away. So give us a call or text right now, 614-6499, if you'd like to win some VIP passes to Phoenix Fest coming up on Saturday. It is a free event, but the VIP passes will get you preferred parking, also preferred seating for these great concerts going on there at Greenway Park, plus meet and greet as well. So if you'd like to win these VIP passes to Phoenix Fest on Saturday, call or text us right now, 614-6499.
Mix 01 WC.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Why now come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
The summer sales event is on at Cleveland Ford, and the car business is back. Inventory's back, discounts are back, and interest rates are down. Cleveland Ford even has trade-in assistance cash available, so hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because now is the time to buy.
This Mix 1041 Medical Minute is brought to you by the Vascular Institute. September is PAD Awareness Month. Understanding peripheral arterial disease, or PAD, is vital for your well-being. PAD is a condition where arteries that carry oxygen-rich blood to your legs become narrowed or blocked due to a buildup of plaque. Certain risk factors increase your chances of developing PAD, including smoking, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and a family history of vascular disease. Early stages of PAD might not exhibit noticeable symptoms, but as it progresses, you might experience leg pain, cramping, weakness, or numbness. If left untreated, PAD can lead to serious complications like non-healing sores, infections, and even amputation. However, the good news is that a timely intervention can significantly improve outcomes. No referral is needed, appointments within 3 days, accepting new patients. 5 convenient locations. Find out more at vascularinstituteofchattanooga.com.
Mayfield Dairy, celebrating 100 years of the iconic Mayfield ice cream at mayfielddairy.com. Proudly headquartered in Athens, Tennessee. Bender Realty is proud to have 3 agents who've been in real estate for over 40 years. The experts at Bender Realty don't just live here, they volunteer and contribute to the community in our area.
Our involvement in the community of who being able to reach out to, whether it's city planner, county planner, economic development committee, to help you bring new businesses into the Cleveland area. We're all involved and we're able to keep up with what's going on and what's coming into Cleveland.
If you're looking to buy, sell, lease, or rent, trust your friends at Bender Realty. 472-2173. Bender-Realty.com. Be home with Bender Realty.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Mixed Mornings on Mix TV is Southeast Tennessee's best way to stay informed about local news, sports, weather, and community events, as well as traffic conditions. Plus, you'll never miss a minute of the latest whimsical banter and rants by the one and only Steve Hartline. Who wrote this promo? Never miss a minute. Mixed Mornings on MixTV.tv. Weekdays 7 to 9, MixTV.tv. I'm going to find out who wrote this.
Mix 1041 is celebrating 30 years of being on air.
That's over 15 million minutes of providing you with up-to-date information.
As we say good morning to you with local and state news, Mix 1041.
Crews are working an accident on the interstate I-75 northbound. Sports coverage.
Cleveland High School Blue Raiders on Mix 1041.
Today's best mix of music.
Hi, this is Sia.
Hi, it's Harry Styles.
We've been doing all this late night talking. This is Mix 1041.
And a little mischief from our cast of on-air personalities. I was available all day yesterday. I don't know why.
Reginald predict a snowstorm heading in.
Yeah. I think it was better off not running weather.
Austin.
Whoa, hello.
But most importantly, we are celebrating 30 years of creating community.
From all of us at WCLE, thank you.
Thank you for listening to us all these years.
We welcome you to join us in the celebration.
Welcome back, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. Our friends Jay and Brittany Hagee here with Allon Planning Partners. Guys, how are you?
Good morning. We're doing well, Steve.
Wonderful. Great to see you. And Jay, congratulations. NIL deal with Starbucks. God love you. I knew you would get
I've
there.
been waiting here for a long time to get this NIL deal. Yep.
We had Drew Akins, the head coach of Walker Valley in football the other day, last week, and he had a Coke Zero and an M&M's right next to each other. And I told him the same thing.
Yeah.
He said he's just trying to be like Nick Saban.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that my name, likeness, or image is worth Starbucks representation, but we'll try it.
Hey, you know what? Hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, so last time we talked, you guys really brought up something that is interesting we don't often think about, and that is the mindset for money. You said black and white. Yeah, we look at those numbers. Mm-hmm. But there's another part of this, and we talked about the concept
of our money mindset and how our patterns of thinking impacts financial outcomes that we experience. So here's the question: how do we establish new patterns, and what are some practical things we can do to implement a healthier way of thinking about our finances?
Yeah, as we talked about last time, we can get so fixated on the investment piece or just how we're saving or what we're saving. Again, all that matters. But to make real change when it comes to our finances, it really begins in our mind. And so because our thoughts impact our decisions, which then change our outcomes. If you want a different outcome, start with what you're thinking. Start with how you're thinking about what you're trying to get to. So you've got to establish some goals. You really just have to establish some practical goals and line those out so that we can come alongside you and really help you chart a course to get to where you want to be. And really it's about making sure that the way we're thinking is in line with our purpose. When we have real purpose with our money and our finances, then we are able to work towards that, and it really brings life to the situation. So put purpose. Name the purpose that your funds have, whether it's savings for your kids' college, or if it's for retirement and income, or whatever those dollars are for. Say this is the vision I have for this, and then we can put a plan in place to get there. So it really begins in the mind, though, and how you think about money. I'll give you one example. A lot of times when people are transitioning from working years to retirement years, there is a real shift that has to happen in our mindset. It happens in a lot of other areas of our life, but a lot of times we forget that this happens in our mind as well, to where we have worked our whole lives to earn and receive an income, and we've saved and saved and saved. And now at this point of retirement, we have to shift gears a little bit and begin drawing down from those accounts that we have saved for. And that is a really hard transition for a lot of people.
Very much
to take that turn and to really make that shift, not just like in their actions, but in their mind, right? But I don't want to see my accounts drawn down. I don't want to take from these. I want to just hold. But you got to remember, what was the purpose? I talked about purpose a moment ago. What was the purpose that you spent your whole life saving, or that you're spending your whole life saving for? It's for that moment to be able to say, hey, I have what I need. Let's live in this new purpose, this repurposed retirement, right? It's what's my new purpose in that season? And your money should facilitate that. Your funds should facilitate that purpose.
And I would say that's our passion in this business, right? Our passion is not just the X's and O's alone. We have to do that. We have to know, how your money's positioned. And I have a lot of people that come in and see us that they have someone that has been giving them the X's and O's, but maybe they don't have purpose-based planning behind it. Maybe they haven't put those pieces together and been like, okay, 10 is better than 8 because it gets you to this goal, right? Or maybe you don't need to take the risk to have a 10% return. Maybe you need to take an 8% because it will actually get you to your goal more efficiently, right? And so people don't think on those terms a lot, but it will keep you invested and it will keep your mental state in check when we go through a lot of volatility. So I want great comprehensive planning for folks, and what that means is we're looking at investment management, and we're taking an approach that makes sure that you are in the right investments and you're allocated correctly. But I also want to take a look at how are we going to get to that as far as an income? How do you have an income plan put together for the assets that you have once you need it to get to the purposes that you have? And then do you have a tax plan? A lot of people don't let their left hand know what their right hand's doing in these situations, and that's a mistake. You need to make sure that you understand how your taxes and your income plan affect how you're allocated, right? And then do you have an estate plan? If you're deceased or disabled or you're unable to make these decisions anymore for yourself, how are your loved ones going to get to those funds most efficiently and not go to the state, right? Not let probate court make those decisions.
And let me pause right here, because you have all of that under one roof. I mean,
absolutely.
You can do the tax, you can do all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I feel like I said, is our passion behind what we do is because we are comprehensive in approach. Right. It's not just come to us and let us put together an asset allocation plan for you or let us manage your assets alone. We want to put together a whole plan that's holistic to your life, that's purpose-based, so that you can know what your estate plan is going to look like. You have a tax plan put together. You have a health care plan. We have a Medicare specialist if you're over the age of 65 as well that we connect you with. So I want to make sure that you have a holistic, purpose-based plan whenever you're talking about your finances, and it's not just here's a piece of investment that you should be stuck in and just, put your head in the sand. If things go bad, it'll always come back. Those are kind of the advice that most folks get. I want to make sure that we have purpose behind it and that it's comprehensive. And we do offer all those things under one roof.
Yeah, and that's the network of professionals we talk so much about, where we are not estate law attorneys, but we work with estate law attorneys. We're not CPAs, but we work with CPAs. We have that in-house.
We have a team.
Medicare specialist, all of these components that if we talk about comprehensive financial plans and wanting people to hold that, we're gonna source you with that. Where do I go? It can be really overwhelming to folks to be like, I don't even know how to put this together. Who do I go to for these things? That's what we're here for. We're going to quarterback that team for you and get the right network of professionals put together to build a plan that works for you, which most of the time it is not going to look like the guy next to you or your neighbor or your brother or your other family member. It's going to be very custom and very specific. The estate plan you have is going to look different. The asset allocation that you are in is going to look very different. The type of risk you're taking, all of those things are going to be really customized for you. And that's what we do. We quarterback that team to make sure that your plan is not just set in place, but that you can actually work to obtain it, right? Yeah. To actually engage in it and get you to where you want to be, to fulfill the purpose that you have for those funds.
And I want to encourage you, if you are listening today and you do not have one of those pieces that we've mentioned, maybe you have a good allocation plan and you've got a good investment strategy in your mind. Maybe you don't have a good tax plan or a good estate plan. That's why we give second looks and a second opinion of what's going on in your situation. We offer complimentary consultations so that folks can know, do I have a comprehensive plan, or have I thought through everything that may negatively impact my financial situation and not allow me to get to my goals? That's what we offer.
One thing, we're joined by Jay and Brittany Hagee, Allon Planning Partners. One thing I love when you say you sit on the same side of the table.
That's right.
You don't go across the table. Is that right?
That's right. And that is such a big. That's so important to us, because when you're working with a financial advisor, you want to know, is this person really working for me, or are they working for the company they work with?
That's right.
Right?
You don't have that either.
We don't have that. That's why we are
independent
and fiduciary advisors. When we chose to enter this industry 15 years ago, we did it strategically. We wanted to be independent. We didn't want to be bound to some corporation or firm that would require us to sell certain things or use certain investments. We have the freedom to choose what is best for our clients, and we are legally and ethically bound to provide the best solutions, the best advice for our clients. So yeah, that's why we say we sit on the same side of the table as the folks we work with.
Right.
So, being Jay independent, you're the Notre Dame.
We are. Yeah, we have our own independence. So that's
touchdown,
good.
Jesus. Yeah. All right. So, how do we get a hold of you at Allon Planning Partners?
That's right. You can reach out through our website, allonplanning.com. That's ALLON planning.com, or you can call us directly 423-315-1441. You can schedule a complimentary consultation directly from our website, or of course by reaching us on phone as well.
And you did out me as a Notre Dame fan to all my volunteer friends out there, but I did take my son to a volunteer game this last Saturday, and it was wonderful. So I think we had a great time. Jax loved it. So my son is kind of pulling me into a volunteer secondary fan, right? So
they had trouble with Austin Peay.
Okay, they did. Okay. But I was just saying
the
game was
fun. They might not have played
won,
the best.
So
the surroundings were great.
That's right. My son had a wonderful time. Well, so there you go.
I'm glad to hear that, but I don't think there's any saving you from Notre Dame. All right, there we go. It's Jay and Brittany Hagee, Allon Planning Partners, and we'll come right back with more in just a moment.
Investment advisory services are offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The content provided is intended for informational and educational purposes only. The views, statements, and opinions expressed herein are those of the individual speakers and not necessarily those of Foundations and its affiliates. The information contained herein does not constitute an offer to sell any securities or represent an express or implied opinion or endorsement of any specific investment opportunity, offering or issuer. Any discussion of performance or returns is not indicative of future results. Each individual investor's situation is different, and any ideas provided may not be appropriate for your particular circumstances. Foundations only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. Registration as an investment advisor is not an endorsement of the firm by securities regulators and does not mean the advisor has achieved a specific level of skill or ability. No legal or tax advice is provided. Always consult with a tax professional. All rights reserved.